Hey guys, what's going on? I'm super excited because it's Friday and it's your girl Tally, and I'm on my way home. I'm driving to home. It's Friday. I'm looking forward to this weekend. Oh my God, 9 to 5, Monday through Fridays. It just be no joke. Look at me, giving. All right. It's just no joke, y'all. It's just no joke, man. Oh my God, like. For real. But anyways, on my way home, and I wanted to share something about reassurance, maybe reassurance versus validation. So come to find out, bro, everybody needs reassurance sometimes. Maybe some people need it more than others, but we need reassurance. On my self-love, self-care journey, part of what I'm working on is not looking for outside validation. All right? And that's a real thing. We shouldn't look for outside validation to pursue certain goals, to let us know that we are worthy, we are loved, we deserve respect. Those are like basic things that we shouldn't be looking for validation or reassurance of. We get it, okay? When it comes to your self-respect, when it comes to your self-love, when it comes to you feeling worthy, you showing up in this world as a confident person, wanting to pursue your goals, those are the things that you shouldn't look for validation, like someone to tell you, like, yeah, you deserve that. Yeah, you're worthy of that. Yeah, we get it. But there's a difference between that and needing some reassurance. And I feel like as a human being, we do need reassurance sometimes, all right? Like, we're not indestructible. We're not some kind of superhero. We don't really have any kind of like indestructible heart or mind or feelings. No, we are human beings. You feel me? We are human beings, and we're sensitive, and people have different levels of sensitivity. And I can argue those who feel like they're not that sensitive, they've been through a lot that makes them even more like tougher and less susceptible to sensitivity, which like they don't allow themselves to be as sensitive as they once were because of what they've been through. I get that, but us as human beings, I think that it's not wrong for us to want reassurance in certain areas. And like, that's when, let's say you at a job, your boss telling you you're doing such a good job, or your coworkers telling you, oh, you're great, you do such a good job, you do your job so well. Like, your friend telling you, oh, you're such a great person, you look so good in this outfit. Just anybody, just really anybody. And that could be from anybody who is your superior, people who are maybe on your level. When I talk about in terms of like authority, on your level, or people who are your subordinates, like people you're over. Like, needing assurance or needing reassurance, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Like your friend telling you, oh, you look cute in that outfit, oh, you look pretty. Like, those things, I feel like as human beings, we need it sometimes. So we shouldn't be ashamed of needing that. And at the same time, if we understand that sometimes people do need those things, then you could like be the type of person who I don't know, like, I think it's maybe like a pride thing. Sometimes it's like you have to let down your pride a little bit to tell somebody, listen, you look great today. Oh, your skin is popping. Oh, that outfit is nice. Oh, you're doing such a great job. Oh, you do such a great job in this area and that area. Like, sometimes it's like a pride hump that we have to get over in order to tell somebody that. But I feel like that's something we should actively practice and do. Giving out reassurance. It's not validation. It's not validation because if you understand, I mean, some people you may talk to, they may need validation, and that's something that you won't ever probably be able to give them. That's something that they have to work out within themselves. Like, you should have a healthy foundation of self-esteem that lets you know that even if somebody compliments you or not, like, you deserve this, you're great, you look good, you're capable. Like, that should be a foundation. That should be like a solid foundation. But that reassurance is like someone giving you a compliment, somebody acknowledging your work, your worth, just something extra, like your smile or what you wear or something like that. There's nothing wrong with wanting that, you know? All right, you should, it's not needed, it's not necessary, but you just complimenting somebody or you just acknowledging them for whatever, that is a good thing. And as human beings, I do think that we do all need those kind of reassurances, even like when it comes to like a relationship. All right, I know I'm probably gonna have no problem like speaking life into whoever I'm with and saying, hey, that you did a great job here, even though I could tell like sometimes that even be tough, you know, because you know it'd be tough sometimes even in a relationship. Like, you know, you don't, if you're feeling insecure about something, it's hard for you to compliment and acknowledge somebody else about something. So I think it's like a thing where you have to work against yourself. Like, even if you're feeling insecure about something, you still have to say it anyway. You still got to do it anyway. So in a relationship, I feel like even in that aspect, it's good to let your partner know, like, yo, like, you look great. You look great. That outfit makes you look so sexy. Like, ooh, you doing something to me. Babe, you did such a great job with this. You're so great at what you do. Like, we need that reassurance, and there's nothing wrong with it. And if anybody pretends that they don't need that reassurance, that's because they've gone so long without it that they just don't want to even long for it no more. Because I know that feeling, like you've gone so long without something that you just sick and tired of wanting it, that you say, okay, forget it, I'm not even going to look for this anymore, and I'm just gonna shut down that side of me that actually wants it. Okay, yeah, but we as people, we as human beings, we need reassurance sometimes. So if you're a friend, if you're a boss, if you're a colleague, if you are a partner in a relationship, make sure to give that person reassurance. Make sure to tell them, acknowledge them in whatever area, or compliment them, because those things, even though no one should need it, no one needs it to survive. I get it. You're tough. You don't need it. You're confident all alone in yourself. I get it. We get it. Even though you don't need it, even though you think the other person doesn't need it, still make it a point to do that, because sometimes people do need it. Sometimes they do need to be acknowledged. You know, just that little acknowledgement could do so much. All right. And another aspect of that, another aspect I wanted to bring is that sometimes we look for reassurance or maybe even validation from people who refuse to give it to us. And I think it's so unhealthy. That's what I'm saying. I was going to say it's dangerous, and it could be dangerous too, but because it's dangerous if you're willing to go to like some type of far extent that ends up being damaging to yourself. Like you going to so far, you were willing to do anything to get this person's validation, that you would do something that would be damaging to you. That could be dangerous. But just on the regular, you could be looking for reassurance or validation, probably validation. If it's like, I feel like if it's coming from, if you're looking for something like kind of desperately or very, like it means so much from you, because it's been from that source specifically, it's been deprived. Like, you have not been getting it, and you really want it so bad. So it does go to a point of, dang, like, I really do want this reassurance from this person. So you've been deprived of it so much that it does kind of turn into like, it's more than reassurance. Now I'm looking for validation. So you definitely have to be careful of that. And I wanted to just say that if you are looking for whether that's reassurance or validation from somebody that, or someplace or someone who is not giving it to you, I think you do need to reevaluate that and begin to cut that off. Cut that negative connection off. Because if that person, place, or thing is not giving it to you and you're sitting there longing for it, almost kind of like you're feeling desperate for it, like you need it from that place, and they're not giving it to you, like that's unhealthy all by itself. You have to find a way to give yourself what you're looking for, give yourself what you're looking for, or just resolve, which means that just come to terms that this person, place, or thing is not able to give it to you, and they don't, or maybe they don't want to give it to you. But usually when I say they don't want to give it to you, I just change the term or like the wording to they're not able to, they're not able to give it to you for one reason or another. So for that reason, I'm just going to come to terms with that, and I'm going to stop looking for reassurance and validation from that person. Now, this works. I think that works for almost every area in life, wherever you're looking for that validation from. But I feel like the only place where that won't work for is if you're in a relationship with somebody. Because how long do you want to be in a relationship deprived of reassurance or validation from your partner? Like, if you have to be with this person every day, you got to sleep next to this person, wake up next to this person, do business with this person, just live life, go about life and be partners with this person, I feel like as long as you're going to be together, you're going to need that validation and acceptance from that person. I said acceptance. I threw acceptance in there. That one too. But reassurance from that person, definitely. Because in a relationship, if you communicating right, you doing what you're supposed to do, and it's healthy, I feel like that reassurance should come. And if you're not getting it, it's definitely a topic that you need to speak about. That's serious. If you're gonna be together, you definitely need reassurance from your partner, like, okay, this, you doing this right, you doing good, I'm proud of you, you make me proud, you look great, you look sexy, you doing your thing, I trust you. You need that in a relationship. All right, so I feel like that's just the one area that if you're looking for reassurance in that area, you definitely need it. And I don't know about you, but I would not compromise that. Like, I can't compromise it. I can't even be with you long term if you can't give me that. That is just, it's stressful and traumatic for me. But in other areas, like, if I'm not getting that in another area and I really want it, I'm definitely going to find a way to just cut it off and not even allow that to affect me. Like, or even if I have to leave that situation, I'm going to have to do what I have to do, because I can't live my life longing and wanting for something and stay under its presence, be in its presence, and it's not giving it to me, and I'm just sitting there like desperate for it. I can't do that. So if that's the case, I'm just gonna find a way to just let it go completely, because I can't. That's unhealthy. I'm not, you're whatever this is, person, place, or thing, you're putting me in a position of not feeling whole. And how long can that be tolerated? You feel me? So just make sure. So I feel like there's like a healthy side to this. That's what I'm basically trying to say. Like, as human beings, our need for reassurance is completely healthy. Need for validation, that is something that we have to be built up into. Like, you have to find your way. If you need validation, you have to find your way and find that within yourself. If you didn't get that from your parents or your father growing up, definitely find that within yourself. Find that within God. That's a major source. That's the ultimate source. That's really the only thing you really need. You really just need God. All right, for validation. But once that foundation is set and solid, don't be surprised or don't feel some type of way when you still feel like, dang, I would really want some reassurance from this area. I would really like, whatever I'm doing for somebody, whatever energy I'm putting out, that, I'm being selfless, or if you're doing something for yourself, and, if you want someone to tell you or recognize you, and And if you want people to recognize what you're doing, or if you want people to be thankful and grateful for what you're doing for them, or tell you how good of a job you're doing, if you want that, that is a completely natural and healthy feeling. But at the same time, if you feel like someone's incapable of giving that to you, don't sit there and long for it. Find a way to give it to yourself, and stop looking for that within them. Look for it within yourself, and you're more than able, you're more than capable. So those are just a thought that came about this topic. But like I said, it's Friday, so I have to go about my life. Let me know what you think. Have a good day, have a good Friday, have a good weekend. All right, bye.